right, guys, Sanj here. Welcome back to another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network, specifically another episode of Bodybuilding Today. We're going to be covering the 2021 Texas Pro in the men's classic physique. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, consider staying tuned. But before we get any farther in today's video, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor for the month of August and the coverage of the 2021 Texas Pro, peakperformancelabs.ca. It is a supplement company based out of Canada. They were happy enough to sponsor us and come on board to sponsor the channel for the month of August and the coverage of the 2021 Texas Pro and the Europa Spain Pro. So if you guys are in the market for supplementation, either a pre-workout, a pump product, intra, a post, or even a muscle builder, definitely consider checking out peakperformancelabs.ca. You can use my sponsored athlete code SANCH10 at checkout if you guys are in the market for supplements. But let's go ahead and get right back into today's video. And a lot has happened when we're looking at this classic physique. Now, I did not watch today's live stream. I decided to save the money because they're going to have the 212 in the open, which is my big focus. They're going to have both of those tomorrow. So that's going to save me 25 bucks in the live stream. And then also the Europa Pro is having all of their main stuff tomorrow as well. So I was able to save almost $50 today by skipping out and just missing out on the classic physique. But when we're looking at this top six, a lot of surprises, a lot has happened. So if you guys have not seen anything, stay tuned. So in sixth place, we have a new competitor to this channel. We haven't seen him before, Harold Bright. The last time we saw Harold Bright compete was actually in Dallas. So in June at the Europa Dallas, he competed in the men's classic physique. He placed third at that show, and then coming into this very heavy lineup and placing sixth respectively. In fifth place, we had Ashwin Lucas. And the last time we saw Ashwin Lucas compete was at the Tampa Pro, actually. So just about a week ago, he placed 11th in the men's classic physique. So a big step up in his placings. Big congratulations to him. Beautiful physique. A lot of these guys, I'm going to say a lot of the same stuff because these classic physique guys are just, they're in a breed of their own. It's just so impressive to see them. I can't even imagine or fathom what these judges go through trying to place these guys. In fourth place, we have Brandon Williams. The last time we saw Brandon Williams on stage was at the 2020 NPC Nashville Night of Champions. This is where he competed in the novice and placed 11th. So I believe that the records on NPC News Online are not complete because you do not win your pro card on an 11th place finish. So I am assuming that he is a brand new pro, but big congratulations to Brandon Williams. If you guys know him or if you follow him specifically, if you're one of his fans, please let me know down below when he turned pro and when his last show was besides this NPC Nashville, because that just doesn't make sense to me. In third place, no surprise here, Steve Laureus. We've seen Steve Laureus compete a couple times in this 2021 competitive calendar season. So it's good to see him competing again, trying to get that Olympia qualification. He came just a little bit short this year. As we're standing with the points, he's just a little short. And then he ended up with this third place finish. And like I said, he's competed one other time this year at the 2021 Tampa Pro in August, so very recent. And at that show, he placed fourth. So kind of a little bit of a step up. But, the thing is with Steve Laureus is I just feel he's not bringing the right conditioning. The physique is phenomenal. The frame, the X frame, the flow, the legs, the wide clav, everything just like man crushing because it's such a beautiful physique. He has everything that he needs to become a Mr. Olympia in the classic, in my opinion. It's just lately he hasn't brought the conditioning, something that he was critiqued for a lot in the I believe it was the 2019 competitive season, that calendar year, was he didn't have enough muscle. As of 2021, it looks to me, at least in my professional opinion or in my personal opinion, it looks like he's put the muscle on. He just has that Mohammed Shaban effect, that Hassan Mustafa effect, where that muscle is new and he's having a difficult time getting that muscle conditioned, especially if you were to have switched to a new coach. That's going to affect his ability to really dial it in. So there's a lot of variables that are going into this, I'm assuming, and that's just what's happening with Steve Laureus with this third place finish. But no disrespect to him, congratulations, a third place finish with such a stacked lineup, especially when we're looking at the classic physique. It seems that almost every year that top 10 changes a lot at the Olympia, so you can't even fathom at these smaller echelons of shows how these newcomers, especially all these new pros, can really mix up these scorecards. In second place, another big name here, Logan Franklin. And the last time we saw Logan Franklin compete, from my understanding, was at the 2020 Mr. Olympia, where he placed ninth. So a big placer here. He's coming in second behind the next guy we're about to talk about. And when I'm looking at the photos from Logan Franklin, it's one of those physiques where it's almost very similar to Steve Laureus. He has everything you want to see when we're looking at a classic physique guy. He's coming from men's physique, he's been able to build up those legs. He's always had a great chest, great set of arms. The delts are big and capped. I'm just wondering what else he needs to do to get that win. In my opinion, when we look at the back here, I'll put it up on the screen for you, but when we're looking at this back shot, I feel like there's just a little bit of water. This is nitpicking, just a tiny bit of water in that lower back. And that's kind of making those judges just have to put him in second. And there's a very specific reason. We're going to talk about the next guy in just a second. But big congratulations to Logan Franklin, an amazing physique that he brought, an amazing package that he brought to the 2021 Texas Pro. And hopefully we get to see him again, maybe at the Arnold. And the last competitor, the winner of the 2021 Texas Pro in the men's classic physique category or class, is Mr. Classic Physique, Robert Timms, Air Force veteran. So appreciate your service. Amazing physique. A lot of people had him winning after prejudging. Just such a beautiful structure. And then when you just look at the conditioning, I mean, this guy won the show just on conditioning. If he didn't have as much or as sharp of conditioning, I feel like his structure would have won. This guy is going to be a threat come October when he steps on stage at the Mr. Olympia for that classic physique title. I would not be surprised to see him in that top 6. It's a bold prediction. But I feel like he has everything he needs to be very, very competitive in this classic physique class. And that's exactly why he won this show. So big congratulations to Mr. Classic Physique. Looks like a cement factory athlete, Robert Timms. Also, before we get to the end of this, I did want to mention when we were coming out of the prejudging, Neil Curry was in the top 4, the projected top 4. I think it's celiac disease that fired up. It affected his conditioning, his midsection specifically. He talked about it on his Instagram, and it looks like he didn't make that top 6. So he didn't make the first call out. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time that this has happened to Neil in the 2021 competitive calendar. I don't know if he's going to do the Olympia. I'm like 99% sure he's qualified on points. This guy's competed at, I think it's 4 or 5 shows so far, all over the US, Mexico, Europe. So I'm not sure if he's going to do the Olympia. If he does, best of luck to Neil, man. take care of yourself. This is a sport. You gotta just stick with it for the long term. So, maybe you gotta you gotta pull out for the Olympia and just rest and take care of your body. But I really don't know too much about celiac disease, and I know it fires up or it has flares. But just, man, just take care of yourself. We want to see you back on the stage. You have some of the best legs in the classic physique, and we love seeing you on stage. So take care of yourself. All these competitors: Robert Timms, Logan Franklin, Steve Laureus, Brandon Williams, Ashwin Lucas, and Harold Bright. Congratulations on your guys' fantastic packages that you brought to the 2021 Texas Pro in the men's classic physique. That'll do it for my coverage of the men's classic physique. Stay tuned tomorrow for the 212 men's open in the Texas Pro, as well as the men's open and the men's 212, and probably the women's bodybuilding tomorrow for the 2021 Europa Pro in Spain. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys have any comments, critiques, or questions, leave them in the comment sections below. I will get back to you. I always appreciate feedback. So whatever I can do to make this channel better, please let me know. Subscribe on Instagram or follow me on Instagram for we're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to do some polls to see what kind of content we want to do in the near future. And then subscribe here on YouTube if you want to see more content like this. I'm your host, Sanj. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.